you must be Risa.
I am.
I'm Emily. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
I like that shirt.
Why, thank you. It's not mine, it's my daughter's.
Oh, very nice, very nice. Well, I'm Emily, just so you know. And before we get started, I want to see, do you want something to drink or some coffee? Or
No,
something?
I'm good. Thank you.
I understand. When I talk a lot, I always need something to drink, so, you know.
I understand.
Before we get started.
No, I'm fine. I actually have a bottle of water with me, so.
Awesome. Well, what brought you in to see me today?
Well, I had a doctor's appointment a couple weeks ago,
Okay.
and just for a normal physical, and I just happened to kind of talk to her about some other things other than physical stuff, and so she suggested that I come and see you, and I think they made an appointment for me. So I've never done this before, so this is all kind of new. I will tell you I have 2 daughters, and they're always like, "Oh, Mom, you should go," and I'm like, no. So
Always trying to pressure you a
Yes.
little bit, yeah.
So I'm just not real, Anyway. So,
Well, I'm very glad you did. But, so what particularly brought you in to see me today?
I think, okay, so I've been married for almost 30 years.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thanks. I have 3 children, and 2 are daughters.
Aw.
And they're all off at college now. And so it's just my husband and I. And, it's not the typical, a lot of times people talk about that empty nester thing. It's
Yeah.
not really that for me. I mean, it is kind of, because I'm close to my daughter, so it's kind of a weird adjustment. But it's, I don't know, I think after so many years of being married, sometimes you kind of, I don't know, I don't want to say grow apart, but you have different interests. And my husband is, has a lot of health issues.
Okay.
So, and I don't, and I like to do a lot of things, and so it's frustrating sometimes that, I won't say he holds me back, but it's kind of I don't know, a tug-of-war almost. And then, sometimes I don't always agree with how he does things, how he says things, and so it makes it uncomfortable just because, before I think it was with the kids at home, it was my buffer, and then now I don't have a buffer. So, I don't know, I like to go and do all the time, and he doesn't, so, and then, I don't know, I just think, I mean, there's a lot of little things that just frustrate me, the typical stuff, but anyway, sometimes I don't know quite how to deal with it all, so.
What kind of health issues is he suffering
He he is diabetic.
Okay.
And he has psoriasis, but that's not, I mean, that's bad, but that's not like a bad,
Still
but
another worry.
right. And because of his diabetes, he has gastroparesis, which is, I'm sure you know what that is, but it has to do with his stomach and having trouble digesting. And then he's got some, I think he's starting to get arthritis, and I get frustrated because I feel like he doesn't take care of himself. He eats better, but not like he should, and he doesn't exercise. Like, our typical evening is him, in front of the TV, and I like to go to LA Fitness, or, I like to do things. And so, again, it's that frustrating for me that he's like that, and it's frustrating for me for our relationship, and before I could always hang out with my girls, or we had a lot of common things, but since they're away, it makes it harder. So, and I know I wanted to kind of get better, but then he gets frustrated with me if I mention it, and so it's like a vicious cycle.
So it sounds to me like you're feeling kind of alone. Almost.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Has it, as far as health-wise with him, honestly, do you feel like he, in his own way, is trying to?
I mean, I think there are moments where he does, and then, like, it'll be like he'll be all on track, and then and for a few days, and then bam,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like, and there's like little things like, going to church for me is really important. So, but like every Sunday, it's like no matter what, he's, doesn't feel good. So then I have to go by myself, and that's frustrating. And or he'll say I'm going to go to LA Fitness, and then he doesn't, and then or he's going to eat better, and then he doesn't, and then I don't know. I mean, and then I feel like I'm babysitting or always harping, and so it gets frustrating after a while. Does he try? I mean, sometimes, but then do I think he's trying enough? No. And there's no way for me to make him. I can't do it for him.
So what you're saying is that you feel like almost that you're having to, correct me if I'm wrong, if that you're having to almost carry the load,
Yeah.
not only you but of him.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Like for example, he's had twice where he's been in the hospital. Once with cellulitis in his knee, and that wasn't his fault, but because of his diabetes and everything, he has trouble fighting off infections. So he was in the hospital for 4 or 5 days.
Oh my gosh.
And we own our own business, so when he's ill, he's not out there, running the business, and so that was hard. And then I don't know, 6 months ago, a year ago or so, he was in the hospital again for 5 days for a flare for his gastroparesis. Again, these are all complications for him being ill, so it's hard. So I'm constantly worrying about what his health issue is, and I know that's part of life, but it's just, I feel like if he was doing everything he possibly could, I wouldn't be so frustrated.
Yeah. Yeah, you seem like you're very stressed with having to, to hold that weight on you. And
Yeah.
I mean,
Absolutely.
I can tell that, and I feel like anybody that was in your shoes would feel that way also.
Yeah. That's exactly the way I feel, but then I don't know what to do with that. So,
Right.
So do I can be frustrated every night, or I can say, this is the way it is, and I can only do, so I don't ever know how to handle it. I don't know. I don't know. That's why I don't know.
Well, the biggest thing, you can't change necessarily what somebody else can do.
Right.
But it's about finding contentment. So how do you feel that you can find contentment with this if you had to tell a friend and that was in your shoes?
That is exactly what I don't know. I mean, the only thing that I ever find peace with is just kind of doing my own thing. And I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
And I don't mean like, taking month-long vacations, but I mean going.
If only we all could.
Exactly. But, just doing things that I enjoy.
Yeah,
and I'm totally fine with that.
That's
I work
awesome.
out, I shop, I go out with friends, hang out with my kids. But, I don't, and it's not like my husband and I don't do anything. I mean, we do,
Right.
But it's trying to find that balance with the frustration and the contentment, I guess, like you said. So that's where I don't know sometimes how to handle it. So anyway.
Well, as far as your time, like just with you, what activities are you involved in? Like, what do you like to do for
Well,
fun?
like I said, I like to exercise. I have a membership at LA Fitness. I like to watch movies. I like to go to the movies. I like to shop. I like to go to eat. I like vacations. And vacations, like my husband loves to vacation too. And usually on vacation everything is great, but of course everything is always great on vacation.
Yeah.
It's the everyday life stuff. I like to, be with my family. I just like to do. And he doesn't necessarily like to do, so.
Well, so you like to do Zumba, correct?
Yes.
Yes. How long have you been doing that?
Ever since I've been going to LA Fitness, so. My girls got me started, so.
Oh, okay. Well, it sounds like you're really, really close to your daughters.
I am.
Are.
Mhm.
How old are they?
They're both in college.
Mm-hmm.
One is a sophomore and one is
Oh.
a senior.
Oh, very nice, very nice. And how do they feel about the relationship with your husband?
They are the ones that are always encouraging me, Mom, you need to take care of you, and you need to, talk to someone when you're frustrated, because, sometimes they don't like the way he talks to me. I mean, it's not like he's like physical but I mean, he can be, I don't know. He can be not as, I don't know. I mean, just like, I don't know, not chivalrous, not I don't know, just not the way someone should be sometimes. But I don't know. But anyway, they say, go ahead, that I should talk to somebody, and so they've encouraged that for a long time.
Why do you feel he's acting like this? Like, why do you feel he's given up almost the will to take care of himself? Like,
That's a good question, because I don't know. I try to think back, and he was diagnosed with diabetes when we were first married, so it was back in the late 80s, early 90s, so he's had it forever, and I just don't think he's ever taken it seriously. And then I don't think, to me, he's one of these that he doesn't take a health issue seriously, or I don't know. I try to think, I'm the type of person that always tries to put myself in someone else's shoes, and so I try to think, well, if I had it, how would I, and I just feel like I would just be like constantly trying to make myself better when it comes to that. And so I guess I don't get it, because to me it's selfish, because you need to take care of yourself for your family, for yourself, but also for your family. And so that's why I get frustrated. But I don't know. I really don't know. And the more I say anything to him, he gets aggravated. So it's kind of like a losing battle. So anyway.
How exactly do you two communicate, as far as as a couple, have you guys talked at all about your concerns, or?
Like I said, he's not very open to, I mean, well, I shouldn't say, I mean, there'll be moments, and it'll be good for, like I said, for a couple of days, but then it always reverts back to, and then it's like a vicious cycle, because then I'll get mad, and then he'll get mad, and then I'll say and then I'll think to myself, who cares? And then pretty soon it kind of starts all over again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I try to be, like, encouraging, or, but even my older daughter, who was studying nursing, she tried to do this whole regimen for him of eating right and food and everything.
Wow.
And she
Good
did it for a
her.
while. I know, and she did it for a while, and then he just kind of, he expected everyone else to kind of, coddle it along, and then she got frustrated and and it's not like he can't, because there was a period of time where he lost a bunch of weight, and he did it all on his own, but it's more than just losing weight. It's the whole, lifestyle. It's exercising. It's not being sedentary, and I don't know. It's I mean, he has a lot of stress at work, but who doesn't? Is what I feel like. So I don't think that can be an excuse all the time. So
Yeah. Well, it seems like he doesn't really do anything, from what you're telling me, besides work and TV at home, correct? Is he?
yeah, I mean, we have a couple that we go out with, and that's a lot of fun, but that's like once a week, maybe at the most, and
Oh, that's
no,
awesome.
it is
though,
awesome.
Like,
It
getting
is
him out
awesome.
like that,
Yeah, it is
especially for
awesome.
both
But
of
then,
you.
you know, we come home and then it's just back to, you know,
Back to the.
so.
Well,
And I'm just afraid that I'm becoming, excuse me, more and more bitter or it's building up, and I don't want to be that way. I don't want to. I don't want to be that person. So.
Right. Well, you seem
But I
like
don't know
you-
what to do.
You seem like you want change.
Yeah,
for
definitely,
sure.
definitely. But I guess I don't know. Do I come to a point where I just have to accept the way it is, or do I keep pushing to make change, and then I get frustrated when there isn't change? So I'm struggling with the balance tremendously. I mean, I think I've come to terms with how I have to take care of myself. It's more of just like the terms of the balance between him and I. So, yeah.
Well, just to sum everything up, just to make sure that I completely understand, correct me if I'm wrong, it seems like you're very frustrated with the fact that the relationship you have with your husband and the way that he's not taking care of himself.
Yes,
Which
definitely.
ultimately is a stress and a weight on you.
Definitely.
So what I want to do, if it's okay with you, I'd like to set up another meeting with you just so we can
Sure.
continue this. And I'm extremely happy that you came to see me.
Me too.
So I know even just talking about it
Oh,
makes
yeah.
all the difference.
Yeah, because I haven't had anyone to talk to, so.
And that's important.
Outside of the family, and sometimes you need someone outside the family.
Well, good for you, because a lot of people don't have the courage to come.
No,
talk
I
to
didn't.
somebody
Yeah,
about
well, yeah, it hasn't been easy. That's for sure.
it. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Thank
very
you.
much, and I hope you come see me soon.
I definitely will.
Awesome.
Thank you. Oh God, we went home.
I know. Scene.